And yeah, we do have Alex Van Pelt comments. Steve, you can take those. This was him on Elijah more than the rest of the wide receiver group.
He can do a lot of things. Very skilled receiver, inside, outside, can do stuff out of the backfield. That was impressive to see. For a rookie, I thought Cedric had a really good camp, coming in and learning the system, putting all the pieces together. Had some mistakes, but really made some plays on the ball, which is good to see. Dalen Baldwin's Mr. Reliable. He's out there. You can play him in multiple positions. So those young guys got a lot of good reps and did some good stuff.
Alex, how do you?
Who the hell Dalen Baldwin, by the way?
Is that the dude that y'all been talking about? Or is it Darden?
Darden.
Okay.
Jalen Darden is one that.
That's the one that I'm on Thursday. Oh, I'm right there.
None of these random dudes at wide receiver are going to make the team.
Well, there's a spot that opened with Marquise Goodwin. There's a spot open.
And we don't got no burner.
Wait a second. You got Tillman and Bell. You saying Bell might not make the team?
No, I think Bell will make the team. It's Cooper. Go in order.
Moore,
DPJ,
Moore, Tillman,
Bell.
That's 5. Who are we forgetting?
Darden.
I think there's a
So
chance
one of
these guys.
One of these undrafteds.
Anthony
What about that
Schwartz.
Mike Harley?
He just got
kid.
didn't he get a concussion? Or he got a hamstring?
He played last. Wait, what was he? He was a late round pick last year, right?
Yeah.
Or was he an undrafted last year?
We'll find out.
I think that there's.
It looks like there is one spot.
We'll find out in more than 24 hours tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the first. It's so weird that they're playing a preseason game.
I know
it's the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
But it is weird. It doesn't feel like we're ready to see games yet, but
We'll see.
here we are.
We'll see who's in high regard because whoever jogs out there with that first team, like that speaks.
Those are guys who have a legitimate shot of making the roster.
So yeah, because you let the later guys or the younger guys play
right at the end.
Yeah.
Do we think anybody of note is going to play tomorrow?
No.
Right?
Cedric
Probably
Tillman
not.
is probably the only person that
The great Zach Wilson's probably going to play tomorrow.
he's starting. They already announced it. He's starting.
Guy went from the second
I think
overall.
it's Kellen Mond versus Zach Wilson.
Oh, did you guys see? I texted you guys this Instagram. Oh, we got to play this. Did you see that Instagram post I texted?
When did you text it?
Oh, why are you
On
doing
Baker?
that? Yeah, I saw
I
that.
didn't see
I
it.
saw.
Where were
Why
you
are
guys on
wasting
this?
time on that?
Yeah, I seen that.
It's
That's old. I think that
12:45.
was like from the beginning of the year.
That
Somebody
was
just
so
remixed it.
funny.
It was funny.
It was an
What did he-
Instagram post with like funny music with Baker and who's the other slappy? Kyle Trask.
Yeah, Kyle
Yeah.
Trask.
Making bad throws in practice. It was really funny. Oh, man. Baker, good luck battling Kyle Trask for that job in Tampa Bay, buddy. Good luck.
He should win.
Wishing you all the best.
I tell you what, Baker got the. If they don't drop the ball like they did.
At least he's got good
last year.
receivers.
He got good receivers.
Yeah. He's got no running game, but he's got good receivers.
They
Good
I
luck.
bet you ain't gonna take them in fantasy though. I
What's
bet
that?
you ain't taking none of the Tampa Bay wide receivers in fantasy though.
You're not going to take them?
Nah,
I wouldn't.
He got a history. He got a DJ Moore didn't do well. Odell didn't do well.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely have lost their value. I mean, you take them at some point maybe, but I don't like to. I said this yesterday when we were doing our overtime segment. I don't like taking wide receivers on bad offenses because they're never trustworthy.
Well, they say everybody I talk to, if I asked them if they could have the first pick of the draft, who
Yeah.
would they take? And it's been a consensus: Justin Jefferson.
Well, in a 2-quarterback league, though, I would take I'd take Patrick Mahomes.
They said
Our
taking
league is 2
Justin
quarterbacks.
Jefferson, and I said
Yeah, Jefferson in a traditional
Jay
fantasy league,
Jettis.
he's the first pick,
take
which
Jay.
is rare because it's almost always been a running back.
Exactly.
I have the entire athletic fantasy team working behind the scenes for me.
That didn't help you beat me last year. Go ahead,
question.
Earl.
Got to the
I do got a question. So another thing that Alex Van Pelt talked about, he
Yeah.
kind of raved about the steps forward that offensive tackle James Hudson has taken. And we know he's a guy that's a depth guy, but due to injury or something else, he might be called on to step in. Is there any confidence that James Hudson is starting to develop into a serviceable offensive tackle?
I've seen him get cooked by the Steelers twice in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh the last 2 years. Until that doesn't
Who
happen,
got cooked by the Steelers?
James Hudson.
James Hudson. 2 years in a row.
You
He
got faith
cooked
in him?
Pittsburgh.
I mean, it's hard
until Pittsburgh don't cook him.
In fairness to
It's TJ Watt though.
in fairness,
That's the standard.
in fairness to James Hudson,
I mean, he cooks a lot of people.
guys, in fairness to James Hudson and in fairness to the Browns, how many people are confident in their backup offensive linemen? Like,
None.
I mean, there's not a lot of teams that have 5 good
There's
good
a
offensive
reason.
linemen.
There's a reason Jack Conklin just got a 4-year extension
Right.
when he can't even get in the stands.
Exactly.
These guys are hard to find.
I wouldn't listen. You always want your starting offensive lineman out there, and the Browns' problem in their offensive line the last couple of years has been injuries.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we all make fun of Jet at times. I was cracking
He's
up.
fine.
I was cracking up at practice watching him do 4 leg lifts and then quit during stretching, and then take. It was an adventure watching him.
He's an adequate
But
player.
if he goes down,
yeah,
you're in trouble.
he is an adequate player, and his bad moments are standout bad.
Yes, they are.
He's an adequate offensive lineman. You agree or disagree?
I agree.
Cedric, right? You got Bitonio is the best. The center position was very good last year.
Very good.
Ethan Poche.
Teller
He is the human eclipse. Ethan Poche.
Yeah.
Man is huge.
Teller is really good. Not as good as
I feel
Bitonio.
like he might have been with
But-
me in Seattle.
But they do have a lot of, like that right side you worry about with Teller and Conklin in terms of injuries. If their line is fully healthy, it should be very good. It should be an elite offensive line.
Well,
But you do worry about injuries.
They
with
need
there.
DeJuan to step up, which I'll be watching him. I'll be watching all my.
Speaking of a large human being,
I'll be watching all my DeJuan, Ronnie Hickman, Tanner McAllister, Tommy Togiai.
Based on West Virginia, if you're counting on DeJuan
Tommy
Jones
Togiai,
this year, you're in
jeez,
trouble.
he stinks.
the Buckeye. Go
What
Buck.
about what's his name that the Bengals drafted in the first round? Really, their only bad draft pick. in the
Billy
last few years.
Price?
He's awful.
He just he was signed with the Saints, and then I think he had to get surgery, so they released him.
He stinks. He's awful.
He's a great guy.
No offense to him, might be a nice guy. But
Great guy.
Shouldn't have been a first round pick. Do you believe Tim Tebow was drafted in the first round?
Why?
Do you think?
the Heisman winner? Why?
Do
Oh
you
my
think-
God, that's unbelievable. He went first round.
You know he doesn't know how to throw the football, right?
Talk about the guy that won the Heisman.
Yeah, it's college. Who cares?
Why is it so crazy that he
Was
went
Josh
first round?
McDaniel?
Danny Warfel won the Heisman.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think Josh McDaniel was doing coke or heroin when he drafted Tim Tebow in the first round?
I think he wanted a winner.
Oh, please, give me a break.
I think he wanted a winner, and he.
Ken
bought
Dorsey
it.
was a winner. He didn't go in the
Most
first
of the
round.
great college quarterbacks are not good in the NFL.
Is that true? You know what? I'm about to make a bold take here. It has nothing to do with anything, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I think C.J. Stroud is gonna have the best NFL career out of Ohio State quarterbacks.
That's a really high bar.
To
isn't
this
it?
point.
He's going to surpass Mike Tomczak.
this
Finally,
point.
he's
Yeah,
the
to this
one.
point.
It is
Why?
amazing as good a
because he
program
didn't win the big games in college. He saved it for the NFL.
Okay.
All right, here we
I
go.
said that. Yep. Go Bucks.
Here are the top 10 passing leaders in the history of college football. You ready?
Ty Detmer's on there, right? Isn't he?
Number one. You know who number one is?
Top passers of all time
Yeah.
in college.
It's probably dudes
Bailey-
from like
Bailey
Is this,
Zappi.
is this 1 year? No, passing year career leaders.
Bailey Zappi.
No. The number one guy all time is a former Browns quarterback, backup, mostly.
Backup?
Recent, somewhat recent, pretty recent.
Wasn't it Timmy Chang at one time?
Timmy Chang is number 2 all time.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Case Keenum.
Oh.
Number
Yeah,
2
I
is
remember.
Timmy
He
Chang.
was at Houston, right? Keenum was at Houston.
Number 3 is the great Landry Jones. Number 4, one of my all-time favorites, Graham Harrell.
Texas Tech.
Number 5, Ty Detmer. Somebody mentioned him.
BYU,
Number
yeah.
6, Kellen Moore. Number 7, Baker
Boise State.
Mayfield.
Oklahoma.
Number 8, Luke Falk.
Never
Number
heard of
9, Colt Brennan.
Hawaii.
Number 10, Rakeem Cato. Never even heard of that guy.
Don't know him.
Number 11, Holton Athlers. Sounds like a made-up name. Number 12, the great Gazoo, Mason Rudolph. Number 13,
believe Rudolph's
Sean
12.
Mannion.
That is crazy.
Number 14, Brett Rippon. Finally, at number 15, we find a guy who was good in the NFL. Finally. Phillip Rivers at 15.
But he never
Phillip
won.
Rivers,
Somebody told me that's who Justin Herbert is going to be. Phillip Rivers.
the only good quarterbacks in the top 36 all time in passing are Phillip Rivers at 15 and Derek Carr at 24. Everybody else in the top 35 are trash or backups. So throwing for a ton of yards in college doesn't prove anything.
Bailey Zappi threw for a ton of yards and he beat us.
There you
He's
go.
5. He's shorter than me.
Let's not get nuts.
What that mean?
Let's not get
you
nuts.
need to cut that out.
I'm telling you.
Nobody's shorter than you.
Bailey Zappi.
Nobody's shorter
Even
than
I'm
me.
not shorter than you.
Yes, you are.
Am I shorter than you?
Yes.
There's no way.
I think we're the same height.
That's a shame.
think we're the same height.
That's a
All right,
shame.
Earl. What do you got for us?